Alright, here we are again. I'm just officially going to start over the game that I've been doing. Because I played as the Philippines until 68? Hell, I can even show you the save. And I played a couple times to figure out the best way. I tried doing fascist, but I realized Japan doesn't really like to give us anything. In order to do that, we'd have to kill... I mean, it's possibly doable, but there are two issues. If we take this territory, China... I'm pretty sure only China can do its focus trees. Not focus trees. Only China has the decision to be able to expand these areas, and not us. So that puts us in a really bad position. And even if we go help Japan in the war against the Allies, even when we're protecting their convoys from submarines and everything else, they won't give us anything. So playing as... Oddly enough, playing as Democratic Philippines, we were able to get a lot more territory simply by fighting, and we weren't even using submarines. Now, I was thinking about doing submarines right now, but I'm not sure if I want to. I'm just debating with myself. If I end up having trouble this time, or if we roll over the Allies, we'll start over. Or the Axis, I should say. And these guys. But we'll have to... I'm actually thinking of playing as Democratic Philippines again. I don't want to play Communist Philippines, and at some point in time, we will probably do the Spanish focus tree, the monarchist focus tree, but not right now. I'm very interested in doing that one, but the fascist focus tree is very much against us. So, yeah, we're just going to focus on defending the Philippines. So we'll play in Iron Man mode. Also, let me show you how far I went. I went all the way to 1968. Most countries are democratic, and both China went democratic and UK went democratic, and Russia was obviously democratic. And despite the fact that they kept declaring wars, for whatever reason, it didn't boost the war, cause any like world tension at all. Like UK could declare as many wars as they declared like 20 wars because other countries kept flipping to different ideologies, except for Russia. They stayed democratic despite being 100% communist, but you know, they decided they wanted to stay democratic. Either way, this is pretty I don't know, pretty ridiculous, given... I don't know, they need to nerf the Allies, because there's no reason that Britain declaring war and setting war goals doesn't cause any world tension, because they kept doing that a lot. Now, I could have just left the Allies, but I would have been screwed. It was 1968, everyone had nukes and better tech and everything, so that wasn't going to happen. Anyways, we're going to be playing as the Philippines, and we're going to focus mostly on our industry. We're going to make... we're probably not going to be... Well, we'll probably make some destroyers, but otherwise it won't be much. We'll put most of our focus on guns. And, I don't know. I'll revisit the fascist focus at some point. At a different stream. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with playing as the Philippines. And you know, I'm a big Philippine fan. My mother's Filipino. I went to Philippines several times to visit family. I feel very welcome there. Anyway, we'll train this guy. We won't be... Actually, I'll switch him because the other template has less equipment, and we won't lose that much. And we're more likely to get XP this way. Now, there is this, but I don't believe it'll really do anything, so I'm not even gonna bother touching that. What we're going to do is put most of our focus on industry. Now we do... I think I want to make some early heavy battleships. I remember building cruisers, but honestly, they were like pea shooters. Like, they didn't take much damage at all, but they didn't do much either. So for the most part, what I'm going to need is trains, guns, and artillery first, and then we'll start pushing for trucks and everything else. Along with the... We do need to research the cruiser, though, now that I think about it, just to get those float planes or whatever. And I'll go construction, because production efficiency cap, plus, well, our factory output is terrible. It's not going to matter. We're not going to reach that production efficiency anytime soon. It might as well be completely useless. So we should always focus on construction first over literally anything else. So we do kind of want to go down this route at some point, but we don't... I don't know. I won't appoint Eisenhower. I don't know why, but appointing him caused... the United States can call him back anyway, even if you go all the way down here or here. I don't think MacArthur could be recalled. I don't remember. They did get recalled, but that was way after the war was over, so that didn't matter. So we'll align with the U.S. I really do... There's a lot of benefits when aligning with the U.S., to be honest. In fact, they're more helpful to you. Just a sec. I want to look at this. So the Spanish growing limited non-line. This focus can Spanish refugees gives us a local population of plus 18,000, plus 42,000, and extra manpower. Army organization regain stability. Wow. Master ideology Durit. Wow. Okay. The monarchist path might be a little OP. We lose stability, but this is actually very good, because this means if we puppet people, they can go down their focus tree, and even when we call in the war, they're less likely to get free very quickly. And even when we trade with them, we won't have as much to worry about. And then that's a lot of experience. And political power gain plus 10%, plus 15% stability and daily support for unaligned. And now, one thing I don't like is how the support for either route is that you can't change it later. Because I tried switching fascist in order to declare war against other countries, but couldn't do it. So I think what I'm going to rely on is watching, maybe leaving the Allies. Anyway, let's see. Division recovery. This is a lot of cool stuff. Service by requirement. Oh! Ooh. It unlocks relations with Hispanic nations decisions. Damn, this is like... It's almost like those Italian trees, or Hispanic trees. They're very overpowered, in my opinion, because I remember playing as Italy and running down the ally path is actually wild, because, well... Venezuela and Peru are helpful, but mostly Brazil makes an impact because they have an actual navy. Not a big navy, but they build it up over time. If we gave them a focus tree, they'd probably do a bit better. But I think it was like the Portugal tree that did that. Anyway, let's see. What we're going to do is, as soon as we become free, we're gonna, like, probably justify war goals against a certain country that caused some world tension. We could even declare war against Peru, but that would be pointless. We get nothing from out of that. Let's see. Can't forget construction. Now, this will be hard, but I'll have to rely on Britain declaring war on me. And then later on, I guess we'll go declare war against the Soviets, because they will cause world tension anyways. No matter what happens, we're gonna end up going to war. We might even try to join them, if at all possible. This one's useless to us. We don't. We're going to be joining the Allies anyways, so let's just start building this up. Mostly, we'll be focusing on civs, so all the places with the most space, and then over time, we'll start focusing on. I don't know, but we just need to build up our industry as quickly as possible. So we go down this route, we get the research slot, get as much of this done as possible, then pro haciendos. We need to preferably get down all of this, and we'll lower this to 35. We don't really need to get this down to 35 days at the minimum. It's really unnecessary, because 70 days is just fine. Just going down all of this, having to go 5 each one is, it takes a really long time, because most of them are 70 days, and we don't have that kind of time. I'm not playing modded, am I? I'm not. Okay, good. So, we should be fine. Once we reach 10 XP, I'm going to remove equipment from this division because, I don't know. We're not getting any experience, though. Alright, let me delete this. I forgot to sell it. We'll just sell it for a lot of money and like highest price, because this is really not going to get us that much. And yep, you're buying all 12. Nice. Now, if I could, I'd go to, like, full trade, but we don't really have that much coal. Coal is still an issue. They haven't made an... I actually should check if they made an update, or if they're commenting about fixing coal, because coal is a problem. Steel is always a problem in late game, but coal is a major problem, especially for Germany, because it causes them... well, to lose, and they have no one to trade with. Like, Sweden's supposed to have at least a little bit of coal, but they have so little coal that they don't help out Germany at all. And Italy has practically no coal. Fresh faces for Kenshi 2. Oh. I actually... oh, new faces. Anyway, I was looking at them talking about Kenshi 2. No, it looks like there's no... there's the news today. Studio Gold Up. Here's a quick update. Post-release support continues, and we're actively monitoring discussions and feedback. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. We've been reading all the feedback, opinions, and frustration. Let me just read this. We've been reading all the feedback, opinions, and frustrations that people have with coal. We'll talk in the near future what kind of changes we are intending to make. Just give us coal decisions. Also, you know, make it so that we can eventually use refineries. This is the thing. Britain at the time lacked fuel, but they had a whole lot of coal, and the U.S. was able to resupply itself with coal except for oil. And we were on the cusp of like looking for different alternatives for energy. Obviously, you could use oil, and people were starting to places like the U.S. were become more and more. Even Germany was looking at oil for power, but like it's not like they could do much with it. But the U.S. was definitely working on using oil for power, and it definitely had a lot of coal too, but for whatever reason, there's hardly any coal to go around. When you end up becoming big or having even 200 factories, 200 civ factories, it reduces your ability to do things. In our patch this week, we should deploy one fix that will help with reducing lag that some people experience. Besides naval AI improvements, bug fixes, and balances. Now, the naval AI I'm having trouble with is literally my navy, not going to or patrolling a sea that I told them to do, preventing me from doing naval invasions, which is really annoying. But that's how it is. And let me think. I wonder if we should do tanks. I don't know. They're gonna fix the coal problem. I hope they add more energy alternatives. Like we have we have nuclear power plants. Like, I don't understand why we can't use that for power. It lowers our coal usage, but it should completely lower the coal usage in that area altogether. Because nuclear power plants are really powerful. But we can't do that for some reason. Like, they should add that option. That way, it gives more people options. Like, there needs to be more than one option for power. Like in Satisfactory. So I used to play Satisfactory. I'll get back to that someday. Just not now. Alright. I guess I'll get... Excuse me. I might want to research battleships. Because remember, at the end of the day, we're going to be fighting the great powers. We're going to be fighting the allies, so we need battleships. We can't make carriers because we don't have much resources to get planes, but we have steel. It's easier to get steel, and plus we just don't have that much room for equipment. I'm going to focus on pressing what was the button? The stability button a bit more during the war. That way we can get war support below 50%, and we can just spam the war and stability fixes. We do end up with an awful lot of political power as the Democrats, and we are a small nation. We can't really do much. I'm going to send an attaché to Japan because we want to help them out. Like, we really want to help them out. So before that, we want to get as much political power as we can. We might want to build some dockyards, but we need to go down the resource route first. How are we doing? We're getting 0.1 XP a day, which is good. It's 0.121. And as he reaches level 10, we'll slowly start adding things to this infantry division. Not this one. Well, I'll actually probably just duplicate it.